Hey, 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 welcome everyone. It's Yolanda K. Churchwell, the CEO's Fractional COO, and I'm here today to talk to many of you about the $1 million bottleneck. Okay. This week, I want to talk about why your business can't scale without you yet, because there's some things that we can do to fix it. So, let's just jump right on in because I know that many of you love these segments. I try to keep them short, like 8 to 10 minutes, because you are busy. You are doing all of the things, and this is just bite size, and you love it. So I hear what you're saying, and I will continue to provide those types of things for you. So let's jump in. Your business can't scale if everything has to run through you. Okay. If you think about a funnel is big and wide necked at the top and it comes down lower. Okay. If you're at the bottom and everything has to go through you, then that means that this space at the bottom gets tighter and tighter and tighter the more your business grows. Okay. For some of you, let's think about it, morning commutes. Okay. For those of you who morning commutes are still a thing, there's an on ramp. Okay. And the people are coming on and you're already on. And if those stay as two separate lanes, it's a lot easier. Traffic continues to flow versus if this lane that's coming in has to merge into the lane that's already there. That's a traffic bottleneck. And so you be going fine down the highway, and then you get to one of those points, and everybody got to slow down so somebody can get on. And if you suffer from road rage like me, sometimes somebody got to get off. And you like, it didn't take all that for the person to get off. Just get out the way. But anyway, I digress because again, I am in recovery for my road rage. Um, but you, as long as you're the bottleneck, things are going to be slowed down. Okay. Every approval, every decision, every client fire, if it has to go through you, then everything is going to slow down. And let me just be honest with you, that's not scaling. That's stalling. Yeah, that's stalling. Wrong verb, stalling, not scaling. And it's what I like to call the $1 million bottleneck because staying stuck right there, not only is it exhausting, but it's expensive. It's the difference between 6 figures and 7 figures. It's the difference between you were doing 7 figures and you getting to 8 figures. Today, I'm going to show you why this bottleneck is holding you back in your business. What does freedom look like on the other side of this bottleneck? And the exact shift that you need to make to be able to get there. Because again, you don't want to be chief everything officer. You want to be visionary CEO. We don't have time to be down in the weeds. We need to be up on the top of the mountain. We need to see the rivers and the rivers of opportunity and the streams of income because we need to be growing and scaling and adding new income streams. Okay. So let's talk about this bottleneck reality, period, point blank. You've already proved that you can build a successful business. You're already at 6 figures or 7 figures. Okay. You already know what it is that you do, you know how you do it, and you know who you do it for. And you've been having some success with that. Like you're doing your thing. Kudos. I'm so proud of you. You are doing your thing. All right. But growth creates complexity. Complexity. Growth creates complexity. Okay. Because you now have more clients. You now have more team members. Now have more moving parts. And because your systems have not caught up, okay? Because your systems have not caught up, everything still depends on you. You're the one holding up the approvals. You're the one making all of the decisions. You're the one dealing with every single client issue. To you, it feels like control, but it's really a chokehold. You in a chokehold and you got your business in a chokehold. And it means that your business can only grow as much as you can personally handle. Remember, I tell you all the time, your business will never grow bigger than who you are as a person. So your business has grown to this level, but guess what? You as a person, you got to grow at this point. Some of them mindsets that you've been having, you got to make some shifts in those. You got to see things a little bit differently because you want something differently. Okay. What you've been experiencing, that's not freedom. That's a bottleneck. Okay. And I'm always transparent. I had some control issues, you know, less so in business and more so in other things. But yeah, I had some control issues. A lot of times it's a defense mechanism. And so you need to deal with whatever that issue really is so that you can let go. And I didn't really plan on saying that, but I feel like it's very appropriate right here. What is it that you need to grow from? What is it that you need to grow through? All right. But in the meantime, let's talk about what is the cost of staying stuck. Okay, because for some of you, you like, well, I've been doing this long and it's gonna be okay. Okay, well, let's talk about what it costs you. Okay. There's clients that you can't take on because you don't have the bandwidth. There's revenue that you leaving on the table because everything is slow to move. And the time you lose every day because you stuck in the weeds instead of leading. And what we do know is you can always make more money. You can always get more clients, but you can't get more time. We all have the same amount of time allotted to us. And we never know when that last moment is going to be. So let's be very clear. This isn't just about your business. It's about your energy. It's about your lifestyle. It's about your ability to create the legacy that you've been working for. Some of you, like me, I don't have children. So it's not about leaving a legacy for my children to walk into. It's about living in the legacy I want now. It's about living the lifestyle that I want. It's about being able to make things for my parents, my niece, my nephew easier in life because I'm able to do so. So it's not always about what happens. Your legacy may not be what happens after you leave here. It may be your living legacy. How are you living? Okay. Staying the bottleneck, it just costs way too much. Way too much. There's no other way for me to say it. It just costs way too much. So, Yolanda, how do I make the shift? How do I shift from chief everything officer to visionary CEO? Well, first of all, visionary CEOs don't get caught up in the bottleneck. They not the bottleneck. They don't get trapped. Okay. They build an infrastructure that frees them to lead. They build an infrastructure. What is that movie? Build it and they will come. If there's no room, they can't get there. But if you build your processes, you build your systems, you bring in my biz besties, automate and delegate, then you're going to be in a position where you're at the top of the mountain, not down in the weeds. That looks like being able to have a team that executes confidently without micromanagement. Some of y'all got some teams that are ready, but you're holding them back because of your trust issues and your micromanaging habits. Okay. You want to make sure that you create an environment where your team can thrive because when they thrive, your business thrives and you thrive. It's systems that keep your business running while you sleep. What's the best money to make? The money that come when you sleeping. You don't even have to do anything to get it. It's that passive income stream. Clients who feel like there's a seamless premium experience anytime, every time they work with you. It's enhancing that quality client journey from lead through offboarding and everything in between. You feel good because you know what you're providing, and they feel good because of what they're getting. Sometimes I literally have a client, and she said to me last week, and she's a new client. She said to me last week, talk to somebody else, and I think that they can do it. Sounds what the two of y'all can do sounds so, it sounds very similar. She's like, but the way you just explained it to me and you showed me a picture where you said this happened and then this happened and this, like, I just know that it's going to happen. So I'm going to go with you. And she signed. What does your client journey say about you? It's not always just your offer. It's what does your client journey say? Okay. And then does your growth happen whether you sitting behind your computer in your office or you on vacation on the beach? Is your business still continuing to do what it does, whether you're there or you're not there? Okay. That's scaling. That's what scaling looks like. That's freedom. That's what you created your business. That's the real reason you became a CEO. Many of you are not CEOs. You self-employed. You created a job for yourself. Okay. And believe it or not, you could be self-employed and have a multi-six-figure business because it's a mindset shift and it's an infrastructure. Okay. As the CEO's fractional COO, those are the things that I help you with. I help you get clear on your strategy. I help you to put the processes and systems in place. And the good thing about it is I run the bag, which is a done for you agency. So you don't even have to do it. We get it done for you. But are you going to continue to allow those little minor things that are completely avoidable to hold you back from doing all that you can do, from your business growing the way that it can grow? So how do you free yourself up and break loose of this bottleneck? You got to stop trying to do it all by yourself. Even more so, you got to stop being that person that says, oh, I just do it myself, I get it done. You got people, but I get it done, I get it done. We've all been that. Oh, I could just do it and get it done. Let me tell you, if this is a good indicator that you was one of them people. And I'm telling you because, again, I'm transparent about myself. Okay. If you was that person on school projects and you took over and you fixed everybody's work and you did the presentation, you might have a few issues because that makes you a good CEO, but it's something you need to fix along your journey as a CEO. And once I got clear on that and made some changes within myself, things got better. Okay. So I don't have no problem admitting that was me. Like, I don't even want to do group projects at school. No. Mm-mm. But when I did, I knew where everything was. Again, it's that control thing. Okay. That's good to start a business. That's not good to scale a business. Okay. All right. You need to make sure that you're building your processes, your systems, and that you're in alignment so you can keep your business moving without you being the thing that flips all of the switches. Automation is not just about the computers and the apps and the tools that you use. Automation is also about you. Are you in the way? Are you having to be the one who manually says yes, no, do, don't? Because you've created a place where you're going to eventually burn out as your business continues to grow, or worse yet, your business is going to stop growing. It's literally the difference between scaling and failing. Okay. So again, as the CEO's fractional COO, this is what I do. I help powerhouse women CEOs so that you can identify the bottlenecks that are slowing down your growth. You can build the SOPs and the systems so you can create clarity and efficiency. I help you to align your team so everyone owns their role and delivers results. They excited to come to work. And we create an infrastructure that scales revenue without scaling burnout. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to be your virtual assistant, but I am going to come in and I'm going to be your partner. And I'm going to help you to put all of these things in place so that you can focus on your highest revenue generating task. And I can help with everything on the back end. Because once you remove yourself as that bottleneck, you unlock freedom, growth, and legacy. Why is it called the $1 million bottleneck? Because it's the bottleneck that's getting in the way of you making millions. Okay? So here's my question for you. Are you COO ready? Take the Am I COO Ready quiz today. The link is below, and find out what your business really needs to break free from bottlenecks and be able to scale with ease. The results that you get are going to show you where your systems are strong, where the gaps are, and what kind of operational support you need so that you can scale without limits. Get this, baby. The bottleneck is real, but it doesn't have to be your story. It's time to free yourself, free your business, and step fully into the visionary CEO that is inside of you today. All right? I'll see y'all later.